Hello friends, this is Ongira from 7 Boats. Today I'll talk about the AIDA model. The AIDA model is perhaps the best known marketing model amongst non-marketeers of all classic marketing models. Now what is the AIDA model? The AIDA model identifies cognitive stages an individual goes through during the buying process for a product or service. It's a purchasing funnel where buyers go to and fro at each stage to support them in making the final purchase. It's no longer a relationship purely between the buyer and the company, since social media has extended it to achieving the different goals of AIDA via information added by other customers via social networks and communities. What does AIDA stand for? As you can see that it's awareness, interest, desire and action. Awareness means creating brand awareness with your product or service. Interest means generating interest in the benefits of your product or service and sufficient interest to encourage the buyer to start to research further. Then comes desire. Desire is for your product or service through an emotional connection, showing your brand personality. Move the consumer from liking it to wanting it. Then comes last element, that is action. Action is move the buyer to interacting with your company and taking the next step, that is downloading a brochure, making a phone call, joining your newsletter or engaging in live chat, etc. How to use AIDA model? So how can this be applied to marketing planning? It could be referred to as a communication model rather than a decision-making model, as it's identifying to companies how and when to communicate during each of the stages, and consumer will be using different platforms. So you have to ask yourself some key questions throughout the stages. Like, in awareness, how do we make buyers aware of your product or service? What is our brand awareness campaign? When it comes to interest, how will we gain their interest? What is our content strategy? Then, in desire stage, what makes our product or service desirable? How do we interact personally to make an emotional connection? Then in the action stage, lastly, what are the call to actions and where do we place them? Is it easy for the consumers to connect, and where would they expect to find it? So, after understanding how to use AIDA model, let me take an example of the AIDA model. I'll talk about a very simple case study of a hairstyling salon. So, what would be the awareness of that hairstyling salon launch? Like if they want to launch their new hairstyling salon, what would be the AIDA model for them? So, in awareness stage, run a PR campaign for 4 months prior to launch, promoting award, stylist, qualifications, etc. Then in interest stage, you can execute a direct mail campaign to offer a free consultation on haircut or style. Then in desire stage, you can close to the opening of the new salon. You can run exclusive local launch events. You can create a local buzz for people wanting and invite an excitement to see the new salon. Then in the action stage, Clear call to actions need to be positioned on the Facebook side, the website, and local advertisements, etc. So you can understand that what is the AIDA model, how to use AIDA, and what does AIDA stand for. So that's it, friends. Stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thank you.